Welcome back, everybody. So as the summer barrels on, I bet your gardens look a little bit like mine, filled to the brim with zucchini and summer squash. Well, today I'm making a gorgeous summer squash blossom salad to help you clear out your garden so they don't go bad, because these things, if you get a bumper crop, they grow. There's so many, you don't know what you're doing. You're giving them to your neighbors. So squash and zucchini, summer squash and zucchini are interesting because all zucchini is summer squash, but not all summer squash is zucchini. They're kind of like, it's kind of like rectangles and squares.
Summer squash is a type of zucchini.
No, the other way around. Zucchini is a type of summer squash.
Okay.
Exactly, but not all summer squash is zucchini.
Okay.
Like, for instance, you've seen the regular green zucchini, you've seen the yellow squash. Well, this is squash blossom. These are actually called patty pan squash, summer squash. So they come the size of quarters up to the size of an ice cream scoop. You see it right there. They can also be called sunburst squash or scallop squash or Peter Pan squash because they sort of look like scalloped edges, see, and they sort of look like sunburst, the yellow ones. So today I'm using the summer squash, the zucchini, the yellow squash.
Use them all up.
And the squash blossoms. These beautiful squash blossoms that we have here, you may have had them in restaurants before, stuffed to the brim with cheese and fried, and they're delicious. But we're not going to do that this way. But those grow before the fruit actually grows off the plant.
You can eat those raw without cooking them.
Yeah,
I did not know
going
that.
to. They're so good. So this is very simple, really delicious, very light. And again, you could also stuff these with cheese and roll them in a batter and fry them as well. They're very good. Okay, so we're going to start with the dressing. It's very simple. You guys dig in. It's just some lemon juice.
So pretty.
It's very light, right? Some lemon juice, some shallots, some tarragon. It's got a nice little kick. Some Dijon mustard. Very simple. And I like this dressing on anything, really. It's just a really nice, simple summer dressing. Some salt, some pepper. I'm going to whisk that all together. Oh, boy, I just put that
Well, while you're whisking, Deborah?
Yes. Did you call me Deborah?
Deborah.
Fancy. Am I in trouble, Rick?
No, you're not in trouble, Debbie. What's the best way to store the summer squash once you pick it?
Well, what you're going to do is, I'm going to add some olive oil into here as well. What you want to do with your summer squash is you want to put them in a plastic bag and put them in the crisper, but you want to leave the bag open at one end because it needs some humidity.
So it's very different because like fall squash, you can leave out for a million years.
That's true. No,
but summer squash is finicky.
It's a little finicky, but it's still part of the pumpkin family.
Right, it's just treated differently.
Yeah, it's just treated a little differently. It's a little more sensitive. Yeah. She's a little sensitive. So we're going to plate this. Look how beautiful that is over there, our beauty shot. So by the way, there's a fancy restaurant here in Los Angeles that sells this salad for a lot of money. And you can make it for a couple of dollars. Really, I mean, do you know the one I'm talking about?
No.
It's a fancy restaurant.
So Ken wouldn't know it.
Go.
If I said it was frugal, Ken would know. So what you want to do with, by the way, with the way I sliced my zucchinis, I used a mandolin, so they're very, very thin. These and the patty pan as well, so you can see that just like that.
I think that's what makes the difference because I'm used to squash being kind of thick and
then it
kind of
feels heavy,
chewy,
right?
This
But
is
no,
eating
not
air.
when you do it like this. It's almost like a cucumber when it's this thin.
So it doesn't need to be peeled.
No, it does not need to be peeled. As a matter of fact, zucchini I prefer with the skin.
I like
on
the
it.
skin.
And there's a lot of vitamins in the skin, so you definitely want to keep the skin on. Then you're gonna put some patty pan on just like this. Doesn't have to be perfect.
It also looks really pretty, by the way.
Yeah.
I've never known what you do with those little round things.
Had you seen them in the grocery
I've seen
store?
them.
You just
I know
thought
what you
they were? Do you thought they were
Decoration.
gourds
Yeah. Put them on the table in a bowl. Throw them out when they're done.
for Halloween? No, they're delicious. Okay, so then you do like this. Add some more patty pans. Just kind of put them all around, just like that.
Very picturesque.
Yeah, it's
Very
very.
cute. Then the beautiful squash blossoms. I love these, you guys.
They taste great too.
Really
they
delicious.
taste just very very herbal. You know?
Yeah.
And you
they
do the
really
whole thing.
do.
You don't take out the centers or
No,
anything. It's
just
the
like that.
whole
You
flower.
just pick it. Just pick it, just like that. There you go. Then you add some radish, and the ricotta cheese is really a nice. It gives it a little bit of an umami kick to it because otherwise it's just really vegetables and fruit. So adding the cheese kind of makes it feel a little more hearty.
Well,
You know
also,
what I mean?
it's nice that it's not. I was thinking it was going to be goat or feta, but it's nice. It's much lighter being
it's
the
lighter.
ricotta.
Yeah.
Very light.
So what you want to do though before you add the ricotta, because ricotta can be really runny, you want to put it through a cheesecloth and squeeze all that extra water out.
Oh, that's why it's this texture.
Exactly. So there you go, just like that.
This is so good.
Then you add
Paige is done.
Sunflower
Wow, Paige.
This is the one thing that Paige can eat that she's not allergic to. Some sunflower
good.
seeds. You drizzle your dressing on top, and you're good to go. This dressing is really delicious, you guys. If I do say so myself, just like that, and you're done. And when you serve this, if you have a dinner and you serve this at your house, like as a salad course, people will be so impressed. And it's
so fancy.
It looks very
It
fancy.
seems so fancy, and it's so easy.